Back here in Henderson, Nevada, Jam on It Sportsplex is where we've found ourselves due to the high wind conditions here in Las Vegas. And we are just about set for this tie-breaking game. Best, or I should say first to 15 to decide the gold medal here in the mixed doubles pro division. Adam Smith, Callie Stone in the far court. Ben Johns Catherine Parenteau in the near court.
And it's Callie Smith and Adam Stone.
Stone, it's Callie Smith and Adam Stone. Did I say Callie Stone and Adam Smith?
You did, you did. And I was actually paying attention. Yeah, so they could have taken up to 10 minutes between that 2 out of 3 and to the 1 to 15, but both teams wanted to go ahead and get right back on the court.
So what happened, and to explain to people who are not in the know, that the first 2 games was part of a best 2 out of 3 match, won in straight games by Johns and Parenteau, but because Smith and Stone were coming out of the winner's bracket, that was their first match loss of the day. Now each side has lost 1 match today, so now they have this 1-game playoff to break the tie. And that return is long by Stone. So we'll go to 15 points and an early 2-0 lead here for Johns and Parenteau.
And we'll switch sides for the first team that gets to 8.
A little bit of a misfire there from Parenteau. One of the things that's different when you play indoors here, the ball that gets used is you will find that this ball really keeps its shape for the whole match. And that's a little bit different from when you play out with outdoor balls, where you do get some variation as the ball gets a little more used. So I don't think Catherine can blame a funny bounce on that one. It was just a misjudgment on her part.
And a 3-0 advantage early here for Johns and Parenteau.
And speaking of a little variation, Johns is electing to go with like a moon ball serve.
He has thrown in a few lob serves. There, that's the spot to hit that forehand hip. He has thrown in some lob serves as a bit of a change-up. Sometimes it could be, players will start getting used to a particular rhythm as those balls get hit harder, and so they'll mix it in just the same way that a baseball pitcher might throw a bunch of fastballs and then throw in a slower one.
4-0-2, 5-0-2. What a big advantage early on for Johns and Parenteau out of the gates.
And yeah, they're just on a roll, no doubt about that. You can tell Ben's filling it. We had talked about in game 2 of the last game that he was really taking over the game, and that continues here in this game to 15.
Ben is so good at playing that backhand dink, even when reaching, even when crossing over. He's not only able to get that ball back, but he's able to get that ball back low enough that it's tough for his opponents to attack. And it's a really distinctive shot that he hits, and players at home would do well to try to emulate it.
0-5-1, Smith and Stone trying to get on the board, and they will do just that.
Miscommunication there. Ben Johns went too far over. You could see him say afterwards to Parenteau, "My bad." He made the error there. He sort of got in her way, and
that's
another error.
He'd like to have that one back. So 2-5-1. Doesn't waste that opportunity.
Yeah, that's the key here, is when you get that high ball to hit it down into the ground where it's virtually unreturnable. You can see that one ball that was up about thigh height, Smith was able to get it back. But the ball that's hitting the floor, untouchable. There's that backhand dink.
Oh, that's
nice
a nice
around the post from Adams.
And you know what I've noticed about Adam is his around the post, they aren't defended, if you've noticed. I haven't seen one defended.
Watch how low this ball goes. I mean, it's so tough.
But he's had at least 3 or 4, and none of them been able to come back.
Yeah, the only ones that haven't been successful have been the ones he hasn't executed well.
That's true.
There's another one, just called wide, though.
We do have line judges here in the gold medal match.
So 4-5-2.
Shout out to some of the players that have joined us. Kyle Yates is on, Lucy Kovalova, has joined us. Yoli Martinez, thanks for joining us.
Well-placed shot there by Ben Johns.
See, Scott Golden is there with us. Abby Brooks. Actually, the very first time that I saw Ben Johns play, Abby Brooks at the time, she had her maiden name, and they were playing. It was in Florida at Veterans Park, and I watched these two play, and I thought, I have never seen someone hit a pickleball so hard on their serve. And I asked her who that was, and said, "Oh, his name's Ben." So that was probably 5 years ago now.
Wow. Oh, what a shot.
Ben has such a great feel, not only is he great at executing the shots, he's got a great feel for when to try and change up the game.
Yeah, he really does change up in consistency, and you know he's really he is in his game, in his moment. Has been since game 2.
It's a nice counterattack here we see by Callie Smith on that backhand side, getting it back with speed. Parenteau can't hang on.
So 6-4-2. And now we'll go to 4-6-1.
Wow, so
Smith
that 5-0 run was it didn't last long, did it?
Smith and Stone have scored 4 of the last 5 points in this tie-breaking game. Again, they will go to 15.
That's a nice rolling backhand, another sort of patented shot from Ben. Rolls that backhand with speed and topspin, sets up a high ball that he's able to capitalize on.
Robert Merriweather, thanks for staying up past your bedtime on a Saturday night. One might wonder why your bedtime's so early on Saturday.
Even if he's on the East Coast, it's only 10:50.
I know.
There's that forehand hit. That is such a difficult spot to defend against. You saw it hit Callie Smith's hand. When you're aiming at your opponent's forehand hip, a backhand isn't really a great way to defend, and neither is a forehand. So it's a really terrific spot to aim for when you're trying to hit with speed.
6-5-1. It did just land in.
And this is where Ben has himself in the entire point. He's done a great job of doing that.
7-5-1. One more point by Johns and Parenteau, and they will switch sides.
Yeah, and this is where I just don't understand. I don't understand Adam and Callie in this position at all, with Callie on the left side of their court. So here goes Ben. He's going to look to put himself in the entire point, and here it goes.
When they're clearly going at one player like that, Mark, how hard is it to stay engaged if you're Adam?
It can be a little bit tougher, but you see him, look at him sort of leaning over. You can see him watching. Notice that he's not following, he's not moving with her. This is something that you don't typically see from the pros, is they don't always move with their partner. What they do is they trust that their partner is going to play a sufficient dink. And so what you'll see, and we'll see a few more points in a moment, is that the players will hold their position when their partner is chasing that ball.
The unforced error gets us to the side change. We'll take a quick break. So 8-5 in favor of Johns and Parenteau.
And we saw a really good, before they switched sides here, a really successful strategy in isolating a single player. Sometimes that's tough to do, especially at this level, but Ben and Catherine are doing an excellent job.
That's going to be long on the return by Parenteau, so it will move to 8-5-2. Oh, Parenteau with the quick hands.
There's that two-handed backhand. Again, with that backhand and with that second hand there, it's a little bit easier to defend than if it's on that forehand hip, but from that angle, Adam Stone hitting from the right side of the court is not an easy way to expose the forehand hit.
Here we go. This is that opportunity for isolation that we talked about in the last set of point rally.
Johns finishes it off, so 10-5. Now a 5-point cushion, just 5 points away from gold.
So if Smith and Stone want any chance to win this point, one of two things has to happen. Either Callie Smith has to find some way to resist the pressure, to sort of hang in there, to be able to handle it and be able to counterattack herself, or Stone has to find a way that they can't get that ball to her quite as often.
They do break serve, so they will get it back now, 5-10-1.
She hit a ball that was going out. She knows it.
Yeah, she did, and that was tough, though, because she was coming back into the court. That was going to be hard to lay off that one. I know she wishes she could.
5-10-2. The margin for error is really slipping away, and now Johns and Parenteau getting the serve back, already with a 5-point advantage. And this tie-breaking game to 15.
Oh.
So you see him pressing a little too much here. I was talking about those two options that Stone and Smith have. One is to start to attack a little bit more so they can't get the ball where they want, but that will often lead to errors in judgment like we saw there from Stone.
Smith and Stone want another timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. So 11-5 in favor of Johns and Parenteau. Smith and Stone hoping that timeout can change momentum. And it does, at least for the moment.
I want to do a shout out to Randy Coleman, who's been helping us this week with taking some stats of what's going on the court, as well as making sure that we communicate well between the referees and the production crew and the players, just so everyone's on the same page.
Also known as the Pickleball Voyager.
Unforced error there by Callie Smith. You can see the frustration. She tried to kick the ball, and now it's 12-5-2. 3 points away from gold. Ben Johns would love to come up with gold after falling short yesterday in the men's doubles gold medal match along with Kyle Yates, and they are 2 points away now. 13-5-2. And here it is, championship point. Johns hoping to close it out right here. And instead, it's going to be one last gasp for Smith and Stone. The side out will get them back to serve, but they are in a huge hole.
Oh, that ball would have gone out.
Oh, off the net, and it lands in, so make it 5-14-2.
That is a tough return.
And a tough smash right there, and now a chance again to serve for the championship. And there it is.
Too tough. Wow.
Ben Johns and Catherine Parenteau come out of the opportunity bracket and win 3 consecutive games against Smith and Stone to claim gold here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, what a good low ball they played here. They kept with their strategy of isolating Smith. Until finally that ball was up just a bit too high. And again, Ben is so good on that counter attack.
So a championship for Ben Johns and Catherine Parenteau, and we are going to award some hardware and hear from the winners after this quick timeout. Stay with us from Vegas. And welcome back here to Henderson, Nevada. Jam on it Sportsplex, where we had just saw a fantastic finish to the mixed doubles pro division. And Johns and Parenteau winning 3 consecutive games and in decisive fashion get themselves the gold medal. And we are awaiting the gold medalists, and here they are, and we are ready to make a presentation. And Grant Garcia, who is the tournament director, is here, and he's got the medals and he's got the all-important prize money. The prize money being put up not only by the Plaza Hotel and Casino, but also by Head, the official footwear of the Las Vegas Pickleball Open. And Ben, let's begin with you. Yesterday, I know it was frustrating for you. You and Kyle, you were right there. You couldn't get through, but you atoned for it today.
Yeah, absolutely. A loss in the final always stings. So I was hoping to come back today with a win. And adverse conditions here, coming in indoors from usual outdoor. I've actually never played indoors before, so this was quite a new experience. And then, of course, Catherine was awesome, and it's really awesome to win with her.
Yeah, and Catherine, how tough was it for you two? Because you lost early today, and you had to battle your way back, and you were so decisive in that championship round.
Yeah, I mean, it was really tough. Like Ben said earlier, the transition from playing outdoor to indoor, it was kind of a struggle at first, and then so we lost to Callie and Adam, and they played awesome. And after that match, I was just like, come on, Ben, we gotta get that gold. So we're gonna play, our hearts out, and we did awesome. So it was a struggle, but we got it.
Coming from Montreal, I'm guessing you've played indoor before.
Yes, I did. I actually started playing on this kind of surface, so I'm used to it, but I guess not enough, right? You have to play a few more days before you actually play indoor.
And Ben, with some success indoor, do you see yourself playing some indoor in the future a little more?
Well, I'll do it again. I'm not gonna look for more tournaments like this, but it turned out well, so I have no problem with it.
All right. Well, guys, congratulations on winning gold. It was impressive, especially to see the way you dominated in that championship round. We're going to take another timeout, but don't go anywhere. Much more to come from the 2019 Las Vegas Pickleball Open after this timeout.